Need to restore personal accountability and maintain law and order. If you present deadly physical force to one of my family members, we meet you with deadly force every time, and we win. Zero tolerance. Guns and drugs off the streets. Safe kids, safe schools. You push poison on our streets, and we are coming for you. And we will put you behind bars at the Marceno Motel. It's that simple.
Well, welcome into this week's Midweek with Marceno. I'm Public Information Officer Julie Martin, and as always, joined by Sheriff Marceno. It's so nice to have you in studio with us.
It's great to see you, Julie.
Sheriff, this upcoming month, April, is Animal Cruelty Awareness Month, and I know this is something very near and dear to your heart. When you first became sheriff, you actually created the Animal Cruelty Task Force. Tell me a little bit about your passion for animals, especially in Lake County.
I mean, first and foremost, it's not about being the sheriff. I always said to myself, if I ever got to a position of power, that I would change how people abuse animals or neglect animals. So I've always been an animal lover since I'm a kid. All animals, we have to protect those that cannot protect themselves. So this is a big month for Lee County, for nationally it's a big month, and we want people to understand zero tolerance, and I mean it. I mean, we will go to any extent to make certain that our animals are safe. A person that abuses or neglects an animal, it's a very particular mindset and particular person. And if they do that in this county, everything we have, we're coming for them, we're going to find them, hunt them, track them down, and they're going to jail.
We have a very specialty unit dedicated with detectives to going out and finding those cases, investigating those cases, and making those arrests. We've seen some horrible, horrible things. Dogs with their mouths taped shut, dogs who have been left out in the heat, dogs who have been beaten, cats left unattended. Tell me why it's so important to do these investigations and make those arrests.
We have to protect those that cannot protect themselves. Animals just want to be loved. Okay, and locally we've had some real tough cases. We're going to see one coming up now in the very near future where it's a real tough case, but I'm proud of the Animal Cruelty Task Force. They're out there in full force, 24/7. Any abuse, neglect that comes in here, we immediately go out, we investigate it, and we put an end to it. And we educate people as well. We'll talk about, down the future, Nan's Ranch. I mean, we have places for animals. People that can't take care of their animals anymore, they give them to us, and we take care of them, zero cost to the taxpayer. So it's a really big month, and I want people to understand it doesn't cost anything to be nice. Make sure to be a responsible animal owner. Never abuse an animal, never neglect one. If you do, it's absolute. We're coming for you, and you're going to be charged to the fullest extent of the law.
Now, you brought it up earlier. Let's talk about some more happy things that we do here at the Sheriff's Office, Nan's Ranch. Tell me why we created Nan's Ranch and the idea behind it, why it's called Nan's Ranch.
Growing up as a kid, I always had animals, and I always thought, again, if I get to a position where I could make a real difference, I want to do that. And when I first came to Lee County, I saw that animals were treated just like, oh, that's just an animal. Well, Nan's Ranch, first of all, my grandmother who passed away 2 years ago, it's very near and dear to my heart. So it captures what it felt like to capture Nan again in my life, and what a great cause. So here we are now. Any animal that's abused, neglected, if people can't take care of the animal, it comes to us at Nan's Ranch. It is a mecca for animals. And again, all paid for, zero cost to the taxpayer, by drug money. Bad money turned good. We have alligators, we have tortoises, we have ponies, we have donkeys. We got a baby donkey, the newest addition. We have dogs, we have cats, we have everything. And we're over almost 90 animals that we take care of. One, we have a team from Lee County Sheriff's Office that is amazing with animals. But two, the inmates now take care of our animals. So I was there yesterday. It's amazing. You don't want to miss this. It's beautiful.
You talked about that brand new donkey. That's Kimmy, and she's our firstborn out at Nan's Ranch. But Nan's Ranch is located at the core, and you did mention it is a part of our inmate program. So it teaches them responsibility, and it gives animals in Lee County a place to go as well.
Animals want to be loved, but it also brings out so much love in a person. An animal makes a house a home, and we have a huge home now at the core facility, and it's heaven on earth for animals.
Let's talk about that love for animals. It goes agency-wide. We see a lot of our agency members actually adopting. We're going to talk a little bit about Cappuccino. Now,
Oh.
we rescued Cappuccino, the
I
Animal
remember
Cruelty Task
Cappuccino.
Force did.
You and I played with Cappuccino in the office.
That's right. So Cappuccino was an Animal Cruelty Task Force. He was brought in and surrendered with a very broken leg. I went ahead and fostered Cappuccino for a few weeks.
Thank you for that. I remember the sleepless nights you were saying I was fostering Cappuccino. How adorable. This little dog that had a broken leg from being abused.
Right.
Sickening, sickening.
And he just needed a little bit of love. But the happy ending to this story, as well as Cappuccino was then adopted by another detective within our agency. His name is now Bear, and he's happy at home with his new family.
Cappuccino stayed in the family.
He really did.
I use that word family, but he's part of the family now.
He really did, and there's a lot of other agency members. You walk through any of our hallways, go into any of our units, and there's handfuls of people who go next door and adopt some of these cases and give them a good home.
And we have animal control coming through here with puppies, with dogs. The dogs are running around headquarters. People are smiling. They're getting the love they deserve, and it brings so much out in the person. It's a fun place to be. And that's what it's really about. It's about taking these animals that really, they have nowhere to go, or they've been hurt, neglected, abused, and giving them the best environment, loving home possible, and we do that here.
We talk about what we do to the people who abuse animals, but what do you want to say to the residents who are watching this who maybe have a little hole in their home that they can fulfill with a puppy or cat or bunny or something from next door?
For the people at first that abuse animals, what I'd like to say and what I can say are two different things, okay? And I'm very smart about that. For the people that are listening, there are so many amazing animals that are looking for a home. Do me a favor, do everyone a favor. The world's a better place. A random act of kindness. Make your house a home. Come take one of these little babies, one of these animals home, and help us out and give them the love they deserve.
Well, every Friday we feature a new pet from next door with you. Last week we had Lucky, and Lucky was adopted, but every week, Forever Friend Friday, we feature a little animal who needs to go to a good home. So if you ever need to find a new pet or you have a hole that you can fill, next door is a great place to do it.
Come to the Lee County Sheriff's Office. We have puppies running around. We have dogs in dispatch. Everyone's signing a dog out. The love here is extreme. Everyone gets it.
We usually do. They're always running around here.
Absolutely.
Every hallway. Well, Sheriff, we appreciate you taking some time to talk about this very important topic.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
Thanks for watching Midweek with Marceno. We'll see you again on Friday for Live with LCSO.